The last time we were playing, we were going up against a bunch of city workers who had gone rogue. We're now calling themselves the Cleaners, who have taken it upon themselves to build napalm and run around town lighting things and people on fire. And that is the first of our conservative boogeymen that we run into. City employees doing their jobs the way they feel it should be done. The most problematic antagonists that you come across, though, are rioters. But here we've got Cleaners. Oh, there's rioters. I can tell that they're evil because my gun lights them up in red. Otherwise, they just might look like young men who are just trying to survive in the chaos. We found some rioters feuding with some Cleaners. In a whole evil little ecosystem. So how can you tell a rioter besides pointing your gun at it? You can tell a rioter because they look young, mostly male, they wear hoodies. You don't actually get a good look at them because if they had faces you could make out, then it would seem a lot like you were just shooting people. The reason so many video games these days have you fighting the supernatural or waves after waves of zombies is because there is no political problem with killing evil and supernatural things. They avoid a lot of the problems that this game runs right into.
Oh yeah, this is the good stuff.
See, look at this. Two young men wearing hoodies. They are frisking a body on the ground. Now, I'm to understand from context that they must have done some violence to this body, but considering how many bodies are scattered all over this city, what makes this body any different? I can't tell without having talked to them that they have definitely been the perpetrators and that they're not. Maybe they're trying to help this guy. But no, my gun says they are level 11 and they're rioters. And sure, why wouldn't they pull a gun the moment that I shoot at them? I am a goddamn maniac.
Kill it. Get the loser. Wrong part of town, bitch. Got a trespasser. Throw him out. Yo, what the fuck is that? Oh, let up. Someone's gonna have a bad day. Hey, keep him off me.
And of course there's fun future tech like self-guided turrets. Because what's the fun of trying to save an entire disease-ridden city where there's no law if you don't also get really fun toys to play with? It's snowing. This town would be really pretty if people weren't shooting at each other all the time. And I am contributing to that. The story is all the bits that I've played already and that you may have missed is there was a huge disease outbreak, a flu-like disease that swept through on Black Friday. So a lot of people touching infected money. It's kind of 12 Monkeys style. The idea is that somebody probably made this disease. And we're all dealing with the fallout now. The name of the game, The Division, is a group of on-demand vigilante-style agents, of which I am one, who wear these special, fancy, high-tech Dick Tracy wristwatches that only go off in case of extreme emergency. and essentially recruit you and say, hey, there's a huge disaster going on and we need you to come in, but not serve in any sort of a formal military role, or not as a civil servant who has to, answer to the public or not open fire on people from a half block away. Nope, I get to be judge, jury, and executioner, as well as presumably other division agents who are out roaming this city. And I have a magic bit of tech that tells me who the evil people are. So these are cleaners. Guys who run around with flamethrowers and try and burn people that they suspect of being infected with the disease that's ruined the city. And they're all dressed like city employees. Pretty messed up. So, let's see. All the right-wing bugbears are represented. The id of the conservative. You end up fighting, presumably, minorities who are rioting. You fight city employees who are burning people alive. Every once in a while you feel good because you can give an energy bar in exchange for a nice new top. There we go. There are bands called... There's a band called the Rikers, who are all escaped convicts. Convicts are very scary. It's okay to shoot them. And maybe more. I think that's all I've run into so far.
Hey, I think we could get those guys to help us.
Are you crazy? Have you seen the things they do? They're murderers.
Well, it's not exactly like we have a choice. We can't keep doing this on our own.
Sure we can. There's always a way. We stay hidden. Use our heads.
Actually, I have a suggestion for where you could go. I know a safe place, but my protagonist doesn't have a voice, and I don't have any dialogue options to point you that way. You're, in fact, just decoration to show that things are desperate, so that I continue to feel justified when I enact violence. So, sorry, can't give you medicine or food or point you towards the home base that I've helped to build.
Finger off the trigger. I'm just passing through.
Yeah, treat me like the jerk I am.